Hello, welcome to the State of Waste for February 13th, 2022. A couple dates coming up. So, the February 15th, so this Tuesday, is going to be the last day that a bill can pass out of one chamber or the other. So, that's why you'll see not a lot of committee activity going on right now. The House and Senate pretty much stay in session the whole day and try to get bills passed out of their chamber. So, we'll see a little less activity committee wise, but we should see a flurry of stuff, especially as we near the 15th. So the 14th, there'll be some, and then the 15th, everybody tries to push to get their bills done. And the deadline for that says at 5 p.m. So 5 p.m. Tuesday will be our cutoff. So as we look at the bills, I'm only kind of looking at bills that passed right now for this first part. And then some of the bills I talked about last week, I don't even mention again this week because went nowhere. So they didn't even get a public hearing. So the past one chamber, House Bill 1617, that's the school calendar holidays matching up with our state calendar holidays, and that passed out of the House 88 to 8. The Senate Bill 5498, awarding posthumous high school diplomas, passed out of the Senate 47-0. House Bill 1834, that's the mental health exception for school attendance, that would be an excused absence, that passed out of the House 96-0. House Bill 1611, adding equity into the highly capable program, which I think in essence removes the test, and students can get into highly capable programs without being required to pass a test. That one passed 96-0. And then Senate Bill 5594, the bone marrow awareness being part of the health curriculum, passed out of the Senate 49-0. So a couple of those have already been assigned to committees. And those public hearings, we should start to see some stuff of scheduling for those coming up in this next week, and those should probably start Wednesday. We'll see some activity as they get assigned to committees in the other chamber. Some bills haven't had much happen. So House Bill 1601, the homelessness pilot, is still an appropriation. So because that's a budget bill, that one can still be passed at any time. So uh, any bills that have a budgetary necessity, or so House Appropriations or the Senate Ways and Means committees, those can be passed at any time, and it doesn't require anything. So even after the deadlines don't matter for anything that has to do with the budget. House Bill 1162, that adds the new graduation pathway, that is still in the Rules Committee. Senate Bill 5043, the school employee housing, that's one from last year that carried over. It got put on the third reading calendar, but there's been no activity since then. And then House Joint Resolution 4200, the school bonds passing rate, that is still in Capital Budget Committee. It was scheduled for a session, but there's no action was taken in that committee. So that one, again, if there's a capital budget, that can pass at any time. So they may just be waiting to see what the budget looks like for that, but hard to see that one passing. Senate Bill 5719, the cost of college in the classroom, that is still in the Ways and Means. Again, that is a budgetary item. So even if it doesn't make it through the February 15th deadline, it could still come back at some point. And then the public testimony is still waiting. Senate Bill 5511 with Uniform Standard Time, and House Bill 1807 Civics Education. Those appear to be dead because they have not been given an executive session within each committee, and those committees aren't going to be meeting anymore until the 16th. But at that point, they'll only be looking at bills from the other chamber. And that's really all we have for this week. Again, should have some more updates next week because there will be a lot of activity going on over the next couple of days. Hope you have a great week.